There's a big breakthrough that has come in the Gauri Lankesh murder case. The image of the killer has now been retrieved from CCTV footage. India Today is the only channel to have accessed the picture of Gauri Lankesh's murderer. In the pictures retrieved from CCTV, the killer can be seen on a bike near the murder spot. Special investigative team had earlier released sketches, but it is now for the first time since the murder that an actual picture has been released. The photograph has been retrieved with the help of technical experts, but the question is, when will the killers be nabbed and will Gauri Lankesh get justice? My colleague Rohini Swami is joining me. She's the one who's got this big exclusive. Rohini, finally a picture of Gauri Lankesh's murderer. You can clearly see the facial contouring. How much closer is the police now of getting to the murderer of Gauri Lankesh?
Well, they're definitely inching closer in the investigation. This itself is a big milestone, a big breakthrough for them. They have been putting in long working hours. They've been working day and night, speaking to a lot of people, getting eyewitness reports, scrubbing through several hours of CCTV footage from various angles also. We do know on Saturday that they released around 9-second footage of the suspect on a bike, on a red color Pulsar, with wearing a white shirt and black pants, and we were the channel who actually first gave the description of the killer and what details in terms of wearing a helmet. He didn't have a visor on. He did look once towards the camera, that is the CCTV camera near Gauri's house, and that possibly has led to his being identified. The police have used this footage. See, in terms of the work that has been taken in terms of cleaning up this particular image, is that they have worked to the last half-second frame, and based on that, they have developed this photograph. They have got this photograph. They have cleaned it up in terms of the image, and with this, they have sent it to several police stations, not just in Karnataka, but across other states also, because it is expected that the suspects or the killers will not be in Bangalore or Karnataka. They would have fled, and so they have widened their net. The search operations have not just been in Karnataka. They have moved to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. So they have spread their net wide, and they're only hoping that the next breakthrough will be that they will be nabbing the killer as soon as possible.
All right, India Today also spoke to Gauri Lankesh's sister a short while back. The Congress as well as the BJP has reacted to this India Today exclusive news break. This is what they had to say.
No, if we had known, the investigation would have been over. I don't think we know who's killed her, but at the same time, there's a lot of evidence and clues. So I hope they're doing a good job and trying to prove as fast as possible. I mean, I can't say content till the investigation is finally come to its conclusion, but they're doing a good job actually. They're doing there's a lot of hard work. I mean, they're also doing an extensive investigation, the way it looks like. So yeah, I hope they reach a conclusion fast. That's all I can say.
On the day Gauri Lankesh was murdered, the entire state was in a shock mode kind of a thing at that time, because it was Kalburgi from Karnataka, then Gauri Lankesh. Before that, we had Dabholkar and Bansare and Maharashtra being killed. The voices of reason being continuously silenced across the country is something new. And what we came across in all these 4 murders is the modus operandi of the killers. It looks like some Supari killers were being hired by some people or some organization. Let me not name any organization here. Somebody who was opposed to the thought process of all these 4 people. Were indulging in a sort of a contract killing kind of a thing. That was coming out of the initial investigation that was happening in all the 4 murders. So the headway that has been made by the Karnataka police, especially the special investigation team here, we are all very eager that these people, these culprits, these murderers should be caught, and then we put an end to these kind of killings and see that the voices of dissent, the voices of reason flourish in our country.
Last week they released 3 sketches of the alleged killer, and if they have obtained one more photograph of the killer, it's a good development. they should crack this case as fast as possible instead of sowing doubts in the minds and creating planting stories to confuse the people. I hope the SIT will, as soon as possible, find the killers and punish them. It is very essential. They should nab the killers.
These sketches are simply ridiculous. Owing to the fact, see, the first theory which was put forth, that some so-called suspects met the mother of Gauri Lankesh to know about her whereabouts. Now, this theory has been floated very recently. But there is only one eyewitness to this incident, that is the lady in the opposite apartment who came out after hearing the gunshot, wherein she says that their faces were covered with helmets. Now, from where have these sketches emerged? You see, one particular sketch matches with an activist of a particular organization. Well, I don't feel that this is fair to target any individual. Now, my question is, I am not against them drawing sketches, but I am questioning the very rational and the very, what I can say, the veracity of these sketches when nobody at all has seen these assailants. I do not know how these sketches are coming out based on a new theory that these so-called assailants had met the mother of Gauri Lankesh a few days ago to know about, sketch out her whereabouts.
All right, Rohini Swami still with us. She got that exclusive picture of the possible murderer of Gauri Lankesh. You know, Rohini, contradictory points of views coming in. We did speak to the family. Kavita Lankesh, Gauri's sister, said that no, they're not content with the way the investigations are going, but they do know that the police is now trying its best. It's working hard. It's collecting lots of evidence. There are clues that are coming in together. But will all these clues come in together to form a conclusive evidence to pin the murderer of Gauri Lankesh? Is the police looking not just at a breakthrough, but finding the murderers of Gauri soon?
Well, they seem to be confident, and the team also who's been working is pretty confident of the fact that they can crack the case sooner. But they are keeping the fingers crossed, because every point of time, each time they achieve a milestone, they achieve a breakthrough, basically it helps them take the case closer to the, or rather get them closer to the killer. What happens with Kavita Lankesh and the reactions that have been coming from the family is but natural, because when I did speak to Kavita and Indrajit earlier too, they have said that they will only be able to find peace, or at least say they're satisfied with the investigation only after the killer or the murderer has been apprehended, has been arrested. So clearly at this time, the family also is hoping against hope, and this is what also Indrajit had told us on camera, saying they're hoping against hope that the case is closed and the justice is delivered to Gauri. Now, in terms of the police have come out and clarified about the killers possibly meeting up with Indra Lankesh, who is Gauri's mother, before this entire incident of Gauri's murder took place. The police have clarified on record saying none of this has happened. The mother of Gauri Lankesh, Indra Lankesh, has clarified that nobody has spoken to her. Rather, this is some kind of rumor mongering that is taking place. So clearly at this time, the police are seeing to that investigation happens on the right track. The government is ensuring that the investigations also are kept not only under wraps, but they, as much as possible, they are trying to nab the killer, because it is not only an issue for the police department to solve the case. It is also for the Karnataka government. It's a huge, they need to get this breakthrough, because you have Dr. M.M. Kalburgi's case, which remains unsolved. You have the neighboring states of Maharashtra, where Professor Dabolkar and Mr. Pansare's case that is unresolved. So if they crack the case, possibly they could find a link between Gauri's killings and possibly with the killings of the other rationalists. But also we should remember, the police said that they have done away with the angle that it was Gauri's writings, or as Gauri as a journalist, that could have instigated the killers. Rather, they have now possible evidence to indicate that Gauri as a social activist could have been the one for instigation for the murder.
All right, thank you, Rohini, for joining us.